Welcome to Hollywood Headliners here in August. I can't believe it. Coming to you live and direct from the Sunset Gower Studios in the middle of downtown Hollywood, where everybody... Is that too loud for you? Jeez, I got a guess already that's complaining. Who booked him? Say?
Say.
Is this your...
Just blame Say.
God dang it.
That's better. Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
He's so sensitive.
Wait a minute. I don't put myself on screen early enough. I usually don't come on until like 5 minutes before the show's over. Hi, it's me. It's my show. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
What was your name again?
Ron Welpner.
Thank you, Ron.
Hey, tonight, with so many animated features that were out this summer, making big money, we thought we'd really get to the top of it. Wait a minute. My seat just collapsed.
All I can see is you digging underneath. I can't tell. Is he digging in his pants
Rob,
or under the chair?
Get off the floor.
What's he looking for?
God, this is not very professional. Alex Trebek would never put up with this.
Sorry. Ooh, sorry.
We invited
do you need a booster cushion?
We invited the top animated voice in Hollywood to give us some insider's info on the animation voice business tonight. Are you guys happy about this?
I'm so happy.
Happy.
Better be airman to go over and kick some butt. You'll know his voice best as SpongeBob on SpongeBob SquarePants, the Nickelodeon series, in its 14th season. Please welcome our special guest tonight, Tom Kenny.
Yeah! Sit down, guys. Thank you. Wow. Give the band some. The Rob Weller Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Tony's here. You must have screwed something up already. Wait a minute.
Boom.
Are you ready, kids?
There you go.
Hi, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Hi, Captain!
How many times have you heard
It's
that?
Pavlovian. I just start drooling.
We want look. I want to talk about the animation business tonight. I want to
Okay.
talk about.
I know nothing.
I want to talk about you. I want to talk about whatever we can think of. Actually, it's been quite a summer for animated films. I mean, they're making a lot of money.
They are.
Are you in any of these?
No, of course not. No.
You get ripped off.
Yeah, I toil in the basic cable animation ghetto, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm not. Those features are all for fancy celebrities.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we tried to book Steve Carel, but we couldn't get him.
Exactly. So if with us journeyman voiceover guys, it's mostly TV work there, and then once in a while you play Fish Number 47 and Finding Nemo 2.
Yeah, I think that's great, and if we can make that work out for you. Hey, it's time to do a little. We got to do a little on our playlist here, though. Let's see. There it is. Tom, we have to do our Hollywood Headliners news. Andy and Say have been working all week in our Headliners newsroom, coming up with the
woodshedding
hot news of the week. So here they are, Andy and Say with our Hollywood Headliners news. Andy, take it away, baby.
Should we do it simultaneously?
No.
Read together?
Ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That wouldn't be good radio.
See who's best.
All right, among the top trending stories on Hollywood Headliners, the death of an actress, Karen Black. She was probably best known for the movies in Easy Rider, 5 Easy Pieces, Nashville. She died this week.
Yeah.
Her husband says she died from complications from cancer. Black often played women who were quirky, troubled, threatened.
And sexy.
And sexy, yeah. She had a great look.
Yeah.
She
By the
played
way, people of my generation are most familiar with her as the woman running away in a nightgown from that creepy little voodoo doll in Trilogy of Terror that was firing little darts at her.
Yeah.
That creeped out an entire generation of people.
That's it. And they all moved to Studio City, where we all live. That's true. She passed away from what, Andy?
cancer. She got her big break first in Easy Rider, then 5 Easy Pieces. She got an Oscar nomination and a Golden Globe Award for that performance. She was 74.
Now, you know who else passed away this week?
Who?
Our neighbor, Eileen Brennan, who
Right.
who lived literally in 2 doors down from where Tom lives.
And I never knew.
Great.
She's in The Sting we were talking about.
The Sting. She was in Private Benjamin with Goldie Hawn. Absolutely gorgeous and the nicest woman. She was so much fun in the neighborhood. But she was stepping out of a restaurant in New York, and kind of lost her balance and sort of stepped into the street and got hit by a cab.
Is that right?
And it pretty much wrecked her back, and she couldn't work much anymore. So it was really, really sad. But she was a great gal. So we lost 2 really wonderful actresses this week.
3 when you get to me, but
Well, all right.
whatever.
Okay.
What is-
Well, that's a short story.
Yeah. Well, Andy, thank you for bringing the room down.
But, and the show to a halt.
Yeah.
But we have a new Hollywood feud, and this one is chock full of testosterone. Sylvester Stallone used Twitter this week to announce that Bruce Willis will not appear in The Expendables 3. The decision apparently pleased Stallone, who tweeted, and this is a quote, "Willis out, Harrison Ford in about 12 exclamation marks.
Wow.
Great news. Been waiting years for this. I can't do my Stallone. Greedy and lazy. Greedy and lazy.
There you go. You
sure.
got it.
Very good.
You got it.
A sure formula for career failure. Apparently, Bruce was asking for. They wanted him to do 4 days of work, and they were offered $3 million. He wanted 4.
Well,
Out the
$1
door.
million a day.
wait a minute.
For
Wait, $1 million a day?
Yep.
Duh.
No, wouldn't give it to him. So they got Harrison Ford.
Who doesn't get $1 million? You mean Harrison Ford will work for less than $1 million a day?
Well, we're not saying what he's being paid, but
I tell you, at this rate, we might be able to get him on this show. If he's working that cheap, he may come down here.
Just for that, we're hiring Harrison Ford and we're giving him $2 million a day, just to piss you off.
I just saw Sly about 2 weeks ago. He was at this fountain pen. He's got a new fountain pen out.
Oh,
Monte
thank goodness.
Grappa.
I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, well, they make these beautiful pens. Listen to this. The pen is $50,000.
maybe
Wow.
he should have given one to Bruce Willis. Maybe
He
that
calls
would've
Bruce Willis
sweetened the
greedy.
deal. Yeah.
He probably wanted to. I've interviewed Willis. Have you ever met Willis?
I have not. Actually, I have. Yeah,
Where?
I have. He had a club in Idaho that had a stand-up comedy night back in the '80s, and they booked out of San
Boise.
Francisco, where I
really?
lived.
Oh my gosh.
And it was Coeur d'Alene or something. And I
No.
worked at the club.
He was up by Sun Valley, Idaho.
Okay, yeah, it was
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
So I did the club. Because
Haley.
they would bring San Francisco comedians in to do the club.
Oh, I interviewed him for for Armageddon, and I asked him 3 questions. He said, "We're done now, aren't we?" I said,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty much
He
done.
can be a little uptight.
Yeah, so maybe Sly. I almost hired Sly's wife, Jennifer Slavin, who I also saw the other night.
Slavin!
Oh my!
Sorry. It's a Jerry Lewis word. Slavin!
Ivan.
Hey,
Ivan.
Slavin!
She's gorgeous. She's on QVC or Home Shopping or something. All right, Andy. Well, that was good. You got anything else?
Oh, a little bit. You've seen this? I hope. Lady Gaga.
Yes, I have seen.
Oh my God, Rob.
this
What,
morning.
Tom, you told me you just heard about this.
I
afternoon.
heard about this on the radio this afternoon. Something about something involving Lady Gaga and nudity.
Naked,
the Gaga Tatas.
naked and Lady Tata. She bared her soul and her body. It's in a Kickstarter campaign to help fund something called the Marina Abramovich Institute. And this is their quote. The group is, quote, dedicated to the presentation and preservation of long durational work, including that of performance art, dance, theater, film, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the clip features Lady Gaga. She groans, and then she appears in all kinds of different settings. She's walking around a field, blindfolded and naked.
Wow.
And then she's lying down on a tree branch. She's spooning a large crystal on a hardwood floor.
And she's naked the whole time?
Is it Billy Crystal?
Completely.
Wouldn't it be easier? Wouldn't it just be easier rather than going through a Kickstarter thing if she just wrote him a check and said, "Here's
Yeah.
50.
It's like-
I'm not stripping down for you guys.
Yeah.
Here's 50K. Let's just do it that way."
Wow. And what is the foundation?
Marina Abramovich.
Marina.
They're promoting essentially sort of experimental theater, dance,
Wow.
Yeah.
whatever. And she groans. You hear this groaning sound.
I don't wanna-
It's not a
I don't
sound
wanna
of
hear
pleasure.
And whatever.
it's not a body of pleasure.
Does
but
she? Is she got a great figure?
I would not say that.
Really?
She's not.
I wouldn't.
It's not like, now if Beyonce did it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
know,
I got $20 in Kickstarter just for
You get to pick
Beyonce
the
right now.
celebrity?
I
Yeah.
actually prefer Nicki Minaj showing all the time on her Twitter
Twitter,
account
I've
and
seen that.
yeah,
Oh, I haven't seen
all
it.
the time.
Is she the one that drives the pink car around? Or is that
Which one?
Or is that Kylie Minogue? Or is that Or is that
Angeline.
Angelina.
That's Angelina,
Another,
isn't it? Yeah.
another woman, another
Drives the
decade.
pink Barbie car around.
Yeah, right. Angeline, you gotta love it. Okay, well, we're doing great. So we got nudity, fighting.
Now we have some casting news. We talked about this earlier this summer.
We
This
love
was-
casting news.
This was 2.5 Men.
Yeah. Oh,
Remember
wait a minute. Did you? Wait a minute.
Yes,
did you
we
just,
did. 2.5 Men,
This is John
co-starring.
Cryer, and you are listening to Hollywood Headliners with Rob Weller.
Really?
Hi, John.
Hi, John. Unbelievable that you got some 2.5 Men.
Producers have created a sort of a sexy role. They came up with, Charlie Sheen is gone.
Right.
Off the show,
Uh-huh.
and they have his illegitimate daughter, and so everybody's wondering who's going to play that part.
Who would play the
and apparently- and
illegitimate
also the
daughter?
daughter has the same interest in women that Charlie Sheen's
Oh,
character
so she's
did.
she's
a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. All right.
Lady Gaga, maybe.
It is.
Would be a perfect choice.
This is John Cryer, and you are
It's Amber Tamlyn.
No.
Amber Tamlyn from
Mrs. David Cross.
yes, Joan of
Yeah.
Arcadia, General Hospital, The Ring, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
May I also say, daughter of Russ Tamlyn.
Oh, right,
and niece
right,
of
right,
Larry
right.
Tamlyn from the Standells.
Seven
Well,
Brides.
I love that dirty
Seven
water.
Brides, Seven Brothers.
No way. Seriously?
Yeah.
Bomp, bomp,
Yeah.
bomp.
Yeah,
bomp,
Amber's Uncle
bomp.
Larry was a Standell.
Don't.
Sometimes good guys don't wear white.
Wow.
Did we forget West Side Story?
Oh, well, that's
Russ
Russ.
Tamlyn.
That's the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, wasn't he was in Tom Thumb, right? With the
And
Peter
Seven
Sellers.
Brides for Seven Brothers.
Brides for...
So she comes from a
Six
very
brothers.
talented family, and now she's going to be on with.
This is John Cryer, and you are listening to Hollywood Headliners.
John,
with
get
Rob
the hell
Weller.
out of here! We're trying to do a show. Wow.
Hey, that's great. What is she? Anything else you can tell me about that?
I have one
I
other
got a
bit.
little distracted.
One other bit.
Okay.
It's who you know in this town, and I can apparently say knows this guy.
I do.
His name is Dimitrov? Is
Dimitri,
that-
yep.
Dimitri.
Wait a
He's a maitre d' at the Tower Bar inside the Sunset Tower, and he just got a little side gig.
Oh, now wait a minute. Now the Sunset Tower Bar is right on the curve of. If you've ever seen a famous shot of Sunset Boulevard, and there's this first beautiful sort of old Art Deco hotel right
Really
there.
cool
That's the
looking.
Sunset Towers, which was redone about 20 years ago. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Well, what's Dimitri? He got
So
a
he's
gig?
in his 60s, right? He's a maitre d', and apparently he's been doing such a good job of being a maitre d' and keeping the stars' secrets and all that.
Right.
That a friend of his cast him in a movie. It's Jennifer Aniston. She's in a comedy. It's called Squirrels to Nuts. She just flew him out to New York, and he's playing the maitre d'.
Now, say, how do you know Dimitri?
I've had the pleasure of going to the Tower Bar a few times. And thank you. It's my one crowning achievement in life.
Did you ever see
And
John Cryer there?
Never John
This is
Cryer.
John Cryer,
I
and
may
you
have
are
seen
listening to
Jennifer
Holly-
Aniston there before, though. And Dimitri is truly an amazing person, always taking care of you. So
And he
that's
allegedly
great.
keeps, he's called me about 5 times saying, "Would you, your co-host is in here, half crock. Can you pile her out of here?"
Could you come and pick your daughter up? She's giving the place a bad name.
Unbelievable, Dimitri.
Rob, it's Dimitri again.
I-
It's Dimitri again. You have to do something about say.
Now you
It's
sound
time
like
for
a,
it's time for an
Spot
intervention.
on.
It's
Spot
intervention.
on.
It's intervention time. Call Dr. Drew. Call Dr. Drew.
He's been on-
another friend.
yeah, he's been on this show. Another buddy. And now, by the way, you're starting to sound like one of our neighbors in Studio City.
Lots of them.
Okay, Andy, that was great stuff. Absolutely great stuff.
Warmed it up for say.
Yeah. Say, what do you got? I can't find your frickin' music.
All
Say.
right, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
Our new Hollywood Headliner News sound effects team.
talking about celebrity deaths, Margaret Pellegrini passed away today. She was a Munchkin from The Wizard of Oz classic film.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes, she's one of the remaining 3. Now there's only 2 Munchkins left.
And when did that film come out?
It came out in 1939.
That's right. And what was so special about that? Well, other than it was an incredible movie, what was special about that film?
Color, right?
It was in color. And it was the first film in color, I think.
And it tricked you because it starts off in black and white. And you think,
Sepia.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you think,
weird.
oh,
Which
it's-
Kansas? Have you ever been to Kansas? It really is.
Yes.
Yeah,
There is no
just-
color.
no
There's
effects.
no color. Yeah,
Well,
that,
come on, we've got a big audience in Kansas. I hope. I'm hoping we got a big audience in
Kansas,
Kansas.
Taiwan.
I've been in Kansas twice this year, and then they got like 15 inches of rain yesterday. It's unbelievable. I know everything. Go ahead,
Now
say.
we're doing
Wow,
the
it's
weather.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, she was discovered when she was working at a potato chip stand in Tennessee. So you can become famous too.
Wait,
Well, you
wait,
know,
wait. I'm not pushing for that. But what was magical about potato chips?
it was what she worked in. You know, she was raised in, I think, Alabama, was working at the Tennessee State Fair and was approached by a troop of
Midgets?
they called themselves the Henry Kramer's Midgets.
Wow.
So that was her start, and then she moved to Hollywood and became a munchkin.
Wow, Munchkin Tom.
Hello, is anybody working here at the potato chip stand? Oh, there you are, down there. Hi.
She said that before she was approached at the potato chip stand, she never realized that she was a munchkin or had a height.
She was really 6 feet tall, but she
Yeah.
cut off her legs because she wanted to be a munchkin in the movie.
Anything for
Method
stardom.
acting. She's like De Niro.
Could you loan me $1? I'm a little short.
Well, you know, the Culver Hotel there, that beautiful Art Deco hotel, that kind of wedge-shaped building
Right.
there in Culver City.
Right.
That's the hotel where all them munchkins ran amok while they were filming there at the lot.
Which is only half a block away from the lot.
And my friend, here's a plug, my friend Dave
Not for the
Stuckey.
Munchkins go. It was
My
2
friend Dave
blocks.
Stuckey plays there every Wednesday in August at the Culver Hotel for free, just doing cool, like 20s and 30s, like Django Reinhardt, hot jazz with great musicians.
He's a jazz guy?
He's a jazz guy, but but young, you know, but just playing great.
What is his name again?
Dave Stuckey. And
Dave
they play under the name of the Hot House Gang.
Say we'll put this on our Hollywood Headliner site, so people who are listening to us in like Germany and Turkey, if they happen to come,
They can stay at the Culver Hotel.
They can stay at with a bunch of
where
munchkins.
the munchkins ran amok. There's probably still midget DNA on the walls, I'm guessing.
They can listen to Dave Stuckey.
We have a request for an impersonation, a Munchkin impersonation.
Oh, wow.
In our chat room.
Wow.
Seriously? All the Road. SpongeBob is actually sort of part Munchkin. Like he was like SpongeBob was. You know the story is that SpongeBob was sort of a mix of the Munchkins and an actual little person that I heard at an audition.
Who was auditioning for the part of an elf, like in a Christmas commercial. And I was sitting in this lobby auditioning for something else back when I auditioned for on-camera commercials, which thank goodness I don't have to do anymore.
Right.
It kills your soul. But there were all these little people sitting there, and they were all talking amongst themselves, and there was one foul-mouthed little
Really?
midget
that was going, man, you know, if it wasn't for the Christmas beep, I wouldn't beeping work. You know, if it wasn't, you know, I'm grateful to have it, but you know, if it wasn't for the beep Christmas stuff, I wouldn't work. And then, you know,
and yeah.
So that stuck with you.
And
Isn't that unbelievable?
I said, that guy's got a great voice.
Yeah.
And I told Steve Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, about this guy long before SpongeBob. I said, I just had the craziest thing. And I just, you know, without cleaning up the language, I told him like the story about this cussing, ticked off, bitter midget. And years later, he said, you know what I think might be a good voice for this guy is, you remember that story you told me about that, you know, about West Side Casting, and there was
Yeah.
you know, there was that group of little people auditioning.
Wow.
And they all have their own outfits. You know, they have them. They all have their own elf outfit because
Well,
they bring to the audition on a little hanger.
Yeah, once you're, you know, kind of once you're in
Are
that
we going
thing.
to get letters from little people groups?
Yeah.
Well, but you know, I mean, this is good to understand. You know, one thing we talk about here with Hollywood insiders, this is headliners. This is the inside of Hollywood. So you you have to know
The
honestly
inside.
what's really going on in the inside. That's why Kenny is here today.
Yeah, you know, I love I love like the sordid underbelly of show business. You know, let Sly and what's his name have their little fights. Willis, you know.
Yeah, we
Daddy, I hit it when Daddy and Daddy fight.
say this was very good. You got any more news?
I have more. Are you
See,
ready?
the fact that I ran out of your music has really sort of thrown us off.
It's,
tonight.
it's really letting me down.
Yeah.
But
Please don't kill any more
moving
munchkins, say.
on.
Yeah, get with it. Right.
All right. Airport, great place for drinking. However,
This is your second. Wait a minute. So you know Dimitri, the bartender at the hotel. Now you want to hang out at an airport and start drinking.
I know how to
I think
have
we
fun,
have a
guys.
theme.
Yeah.
This is Say with the Booze Report.
Yeah, you're on one of the wrong. You know,
Liquor.
there's two drinking shows on this network. Why don't you go do
Oh,
those?
I'm
instead-
on the wrong show. I see.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
is the Hangover
It's a
show.
good miscast.
Tom, I'm sorry you have to see this tonight.
So disappointed.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Tom Geary may have had a little too much fun at the airport.
Wait a minute. Now, Tom Geary.
Ring any bells? No.
Baseball?
He played Smalls in The Sandlot, the lead role. New kid moved into the new town.
Oh, yeah.
wanted
He
to
was
play
the cute
baseball.
guy,
He
and he-
was
yeah.
little kid,
Right.
cute guy. However,
What?
this past week he was at the airport in Houston, and he may have had a few too many drinks, and the airport staff decided he probably shouldn't be flying on a plane, so got a cop to come over and give him his options.
Really?
Which were, you can be arrested or go in the drunk tank. And he made a third option, which was to kick the cop in the face
Not a good option.
and then headbutt him. So
Wait a minute, he headbutted the cop and kicked him in the face.
he attempted a kick.
But did he get on the
Well,
plane and make his
It's
connection?
not on the plane. He got taken to jail on a felony assault on a police officer, but posted the $5,000 bail,
Oh, so he must still be working.
Sandlot residuals, and the cop received only minor injuries. He was okay.
Wow. So he didn't go to the Who's Go. He didn't go to the.
Well, 5 will get you out.
Yeah.
That would have been a
That's it.
full cavity search of a whole different kind.
Oh,
You know
my
who just
good-
got busted
Yeah.
for a DUI?
Who?
Robbie Knievel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Evil's
Son
kid?
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great thing when you think of what he does for a living.
What was he flying over? He
That's
was,
what-
he was over. He was midair over a fountain in Vegas as he was arrested for
DUI.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right, one last thing really quick.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
This is for all of our UK listeners. I know we have many.
Well, I believe we.
University of Kentucky.
No. We have a lot of folks
Sorry.
in the UK who listen because they are all coming to Hollywood and taking our frickin' jobs because they can talk more English better than we can.
All right, well, UK listeners, Virgin Atlantic wants to spice up your flights. Sir Richard Branson announced that trips from Heathrow to Manchester and Edinburgh will start showcasing up-and-coming comedians and later down the line, music acts. Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah. The performers...
Tom, how would you like to play?
God.
How would you like to play in front of 12 people at 35,000 feet?
Yeah. How would you like to be in the audience? Like, this guy sucks. I want to walk out, but I can't.
Yeah.
And the line to the bathroom is too long.
The performers will be announced on social media moments before the flight, meaning passengers are in for a big surprise.
Wow. Crying baby
Guess
or
what?
crappy comedian?
Yeah.
Crying baby or crappy comedian?
Who was the guy that wore the sack over his head, the comedian?
Murray
Oh,
Langston.
the-
Yeah,
the
Murray
comic.
Langston. Right.
So,
Chucky baby.
Branson says he's doing this because he wants to shake up domestic flying in the UK and offer a truly unforgettable flying experience.
Wow.
That's what
Back in the old
Lap
Borscht,
dances are coming.
back in the old Borscht Belt days, the comedians, there were 4 doors at all these big rooms that they played at, like Grossinger's and all that. Up
Like
in
the resorts?
Yeah, the resorts.
Okay.
And if you were bad, the doors would start opening. You could see people walking out. And if you were really bad, they'd say, how did Epstein do tonight? He said, he had a 4-door night. How'd you do tonight? Great, I only had 1 door.
There was a comic. It was Jennifer Grey's grandfather. Who was Jennifer Grey's father? Cabaret.
Joel Grey.
His father was a Borscht Belt comedian.
Most
and
of
I
them.
did a piece on him for the LA Times. He was still working the senior citizen home circuit in the Valley, deep into his 90s.
Wow.
And he would open every act. He'd walk out, and the crowd would do their. And his first line every time was, "Thanks for giving me the clap."
My favorite Borscht Belt joke, guy goes to his doctor. The doctor says, I got bad news and I got worse news. And the guy says, well, what's the bad news? And he says, you got 24 hours to live. And he says, what's worse than 24 hours to live? He says, I couldn't get a hold of you yesterday. Okay. Woo.
That's a good joke.
We got to
You
take
might
a little.
get booked on Virgin Airlines.
That's